Nearly a year ago, the city of Cincinnati filed a public nuisance complaint against the owners of the once famous downtown hotel. We're talking about the Terrace Plaza.
That's right. The city claims that the hotel near Fountain Square is a public safety hazard. And investigative reporter Paula Christian takes a look now at what's happening with the property and if things have gotten better or worse.
Gus Miller has sold hats for 69 years to celebrities and presidents. His famous hat shop, Batsakes, is on the street level of what was once the best hotel in the city, the Terrace Plaza. At age 87,
Joe thought he came to see me.
He says he's too old to move his store to a new location, even as the condition of the building continues to worsen.
All I got to do is fix him. Spend money. It's worthless.
A water pipe burst last winter, flooding Batsakes and a clothing store next door, causing massive damage. Miller says the insurance money he received isn't enough to replace his stained carpet. Now, since the building's water is shut off, he says he's the only store in the building with a working bathroom. Just last week, the city had to barricade the hotel because vacant portions were left open and exposed. Mayor John Cranley shares Miller's frustration.
We know that the current conditions are a nuisance that need to be remedied. We want somebody we can work with who will address the nuisance and put new life in the building.
A New York real estate firm bought the high-rise hotel on West 6th Street in 2018. Instead of making improvements, Cranley says the new owner just made things worse. In October 2018, a plaster wall from the hotel fell onto a passing car with 2 adults and a child inside, smashing through the windshield and crushing the steering wheel.
The current owner is clearly letting the building continue to deteriorate, not investing in anything.
When the public nuisance case goes to trial in July, the city wants a judge to appoint a receiver to take over the building and make repairs. The city also wants $200,000 in unpaid fees and building fines paid. An attorney for the building's owner, Cincinnati Terrace Associates, denies the city's claim, saying it has already spent a significant amount of money to improve the property. CTA has gone out of its way to ensure that the tenants are comfortable in their space, says attorney Bill Geisen. That's not how attorney Steve Gooden sees it.
It's been a great frustration that we've had some folks from out of town who essentially, we think, just wanted to flip the property and make a quick buck, and now we're in over their head, and here we are 18 months later with nothing done.
Gooden is in the middle of a separate battle in federal court over who owns the Terrace Plaza. He represents Indianapolis developer Tony Berkla, who renovated the 580 building on 6th Street downtown. He says Berkla had the first contract on Terrace Plaza. He is asking Judge Michael Barrett to unwind the sale so Berkla can build apartments and a 500-space parking garage inside the building.
It will be a beautiful building. It's really kind of tragic in a way.
Gooden says a deal is in the works that could put the property in his client's hands by spring. A Brooklyn real estate company, TBG Funding, which filed a foreclosure suit against Cincinnati Terrace Associates for an unpaid mortgage loan, is also hoping for a quick resolution. Meanwhile, Gus Miller remains hopeful that someone will restore the building to its former glory.
I'm going to stay here as long as I can and see what happens. It's a shame,
Mayor Cranley is hopeful that the once forgotten west side of downtown, including the Terrace Plaza, is completely transformed in the next 2 to 3 years. Paula Christian, 9 on your side.